Alrighty, we are back. Playing more of our Ultramoon Scanlock. And our next destination is Executor Island. We're going to be doing some prep first. See, I realized something after the fact. Not only last time did we get Gold Mask killed during the Fairy Totem fight, which, honorable death, we probably weren't making it out of that one with everyone still alive. And we respect Gold Mask's sacrifice. But we also over-leveled both of our Toxic Spikers. Because Hapu has a lower level cap than the Fairy Totem. And that sucks because I actually thought that I actually think Toxic Spikes could have proven to be a really good option into the ground type fight. With that said, we do still have a pretty solid matchup into ground types, so I'm not as scared as I might otherwise have been. But we are going to need to go and take care of a couple of things. Specifically, there's one particular item that I want to get a hold of. And apparently, this one requires us to have cleared Nanu's Grand Trial. That's what Bulbapedia says. I'm going to try and trust it. Oh, but it does need to be daytime, so we are going to go ahead and manipulate reality again. I keep thinking that we're done with this, but welcome to the stream, Rafkin. There we go. Now it's daytime. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I believe it's this girl I need to talk to. What kind of Pokemon does the pond look like? I'm pretty sure the answer is supposed to be Gyarados. It really doesn't, but we'll pretend it is. Oh, I guess maybe if you look at... Oh... Maybe I can see it now. Honestly, it still doesn't look that much like a Gyarados. Welcome to the stream, B. So, I do think that's basically the only item that we needed to prep for Hapu's Grand Trial. But I do want to take a second and make sure that I've got all the TMs that I can up to this point, because we're getting to the point where I kind of like all of my options. So, with that said, we're finally going to sort these by number. Okay, we do not have bulk up. Let's see now. That's at Royal Avenue. How do we get it? Oh, we need to give him a champ and black belt, a Koba berry. We have plenty of those. We can go and get that. Okay, let's start with that. Oh, where are you? I feel like you were somewhere in this parking lot or something. Maybe this guy? Oh, here we are. Okay, so I had to give the other guy the TM for acrobatics, and then that gives him a reason to want a Koba berry. Okay, let's go back to this. Shock, Hidden Power, Sunny Day, Taunt, Blizzard, Hyper Beam. We don't have Ice Beam, but that's because that's not available till later. Light Screen, Protect. Okay, good on all of those. Rain Dance, Roost, Safeguard. We don't have Frustration. Looks like that's in Mali City. Let's see if that's now or post-game. Orangaroo at night in the Malasada shop. So we are going to need to reload the game. that's the Malasada shop. Okay. All right. Solar Beam, Smackdown, Thunderbolt, and Thunder. Okay, we're good on all of those. Earthquake is in Resolution Cave. I don't actually know where that is. Suppose I can check. Oh, okay, it's off of Pony Meadow. Okay, so we can't get the TM for Earthquake. Return, Leech Life, Psychic, Shadow Ball. Good on all of those. Brick Break, Double Team, Reflect, and Sludge Wave. Good on all of those. Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, Sandstorm, Fire Blast. Rock Tomb, Aerial Ace, Torment, Facade. Flame Charge, Rest, Thief, Low Sweep. We really don't need Attract. I am just going to go ahead and skip that one. Round, Echoed, Stealing, Focus Blast. Okay, and we can't get Overheat until post-game. We never did get Sky Drop. I don't even know if we want the Sky Drop. The list of Pokemon that it hits is kind of really small. Well, I guess technically it hits anything below 200 kg, but still. Yeah, I really don't know if it's worth getting. The only Pokemon we could even use it on is Charizard. We might, but I don't think we'll go out of our way to do that right now. And we can't even get Quash. Will-O-Wisp, now that's worth grabbing. It's from Coney City. What TM number is it? 61. Oh, right. We needed Machamp Shove to get to it. Yeah, we can totally do that one, though. So we have to back up. Oh. In case you're wondering, the reason I'm still running around with these Pokemon is that I don't have to worry about accidentally over-leveling them for the whatchamacallit fight. For the Grand Trial. You'd think they would just build a bridge rather than having people go through an entire tunnel to get between the two towns. For some reason, I really thought that you could open that from this side. Okay, we're good on everything through Embargo. Explosion we don't have. That's back on 10 Carat Hill, and that's actually one that we kind of want. As much as it is just straight up sacrificing something, it could still come in handy. Yeah, let's go get it. Hi, Carbink. Hang on. Oh, that's how we get to it. We're in completely the wrong area of this. We need to head to the beach. That was a concerning sentence to open up with. There we go. Well, I guess we don't actually need to glide yet. We should just look at what's up next. Okay, Shadow Claw, Payback, Smart Strike, Giga Impact. Got all of those. Rock Polish, Aurora Veil, Stone Edge, Volt Switch. Good there. T-Wave, Gyro, Fly, Psych Up. We don't have Sword Stance because that's post-game. Bulldoze, Rock Slide, Scizor, Dream Eater. Okay, we got a couple in that string that we don't have yet. Seaward Cave has the Frost Breath TM. I don't remember where Seaward... Oh, right. How do we get to that? Cross water south of the entrance. So I guess we just needed Surf. Truthfully, I don't think we... I guess we have one special attacking ice type that could hypothetically make use of it. There we go. Okay, we got that. We don't have Dragon Tail yet, and that could potentially come up. I know a few of our starters can actually learn that. Oh wait, do we? Rock Slide, X Scissor. Yeah, past X Scissor, the first one we have is Dream Eater, so we should be able to get Dragon Tail, should be able to get Infestation. Poison Jab isn't until Mount Lanakila. So, Route 3 and then Route 12. How do I get this? Behind some rocks that I just never went back for. Oh wait, I am currently on Route... I'm currently adjacent to Route 3. There is no point in flying there. I mean, I guess it technically skips some... Okay, we got that. Now Route 12. Okay, so this is a bunch of battles. We have access to Giga Drain here, don't we? Or is it in some other location? Water gun, rapid spin, recover, and swift. Nothing really to threaten us. Okay, that's one. There's a scientist. Hi there. That guy is the one who will want to battle us. For the TM. Which means we have to fight him last. Didn't I already fight someone back here by accident? Yeah, didn't I already fight you? I did. Okay, we've got a double battle against two punks. Like, quite literally. That's what they're categorized as. Cranidos. Alright, we're down to the last two. Well, we're down to the last person. He has a Larvesta and a Pinsir. I don't actually... Well, that's not quite true. Millie is a pretty solid response into the Pinsir, to be honest. Yeah, let's go for it. We have a 20 level advantage. Somehow, I feel like we can win this, even without a perfect team. I probably should have considered the fact that it's a setup sweeper, but... Alright. We've added Dragon Tail and Infestation to our arsenal. We do not have Swagger, which is back on Route 2, apparently. That post-game, I feel like... Okay, it's after the Necrozma incident, so we definitely couldn't have gotten it previously. This is Guzma's house, right? I think that's supposed to be Guzma's house. Real quick, I'm going to check something. After reaching the Pokemon League. Okay, so that's different. But it looks like we can't get that one yet. Can't get Substitute, I know that one. Flash Cannon, Wild Charge, Snarl, Nature Power. Okay, so we're missing a couple in there. One of them is Trick Room at the Hano Grand Resort. But it looks like that one is after completion of the game, so we don't get Trick Room access yet. And just to double check, I'm pretty sure that the two water-type TMs on Pony Breaker Coast are post-games. Yep, after becoming champion. Fun stuff. Post-game, Dazzling Gleam and Confide. Okay, we have all of the important TMs. There are still technically like 2 that we could get. We could get Skydrop and we could get it Attract, but other than this, it's just stuff that we don't have access to yet. There was something that I kind of wanted to vaguely cheat to check. Nope, we definitely can't go up there yet. Alright. I'm going to rearrange things so I'm not turning so far to look at the lists. There are still a couple of items in Mount Lanakila, but those aren't our concern right now. Okay, so let's talk about what we're actually going to try to do for this particular Grand Trial, because we're up against Hapu, who is a ground type specialist. Luckily, we have a lot of grass types, and a few other great options. Now, unfortunately, Selen is actually off the table. But any fairy type will do for my particular strategy to shut down the Flygon. We're just going to take a fairy type, give it a balloon, and that will make it untouchable by literally Flygon's entire moveset. So, those 5 Pokemon that I just pulled out of my party are off the table. Now, as far as the rest of the team, I'm kind of leaning toward taking Electo. With full speed investment, she should pretty easily outspeed the lead Golurk and be able to get a quick and clean one-shot with a Ghost-type Z-move, which will just save us some trouble. Truthfully, the Z-move might not even be all that necessary, but trying to be a little bit cautious. Any grass type with Giga Drain should basically treat the Gastrodon as fodder. So Bach kind of stands out among those. Which means really the only question left is how we want to deal with Hapu's ace, her Mudsdale, who has a pretty tricky moveset to deal with. If I remember from a Flygon HG video I watched, if I remember correctly, her Mudsdale has some kind of weird move choices. Probably because it doesn't know what the base power of Heavy Slam is. But it has ground, fighting, dark, and steel coverage, which, weirdly enough, actually makes it surprisingly straightforward for Agil to deal with, now that I think about it. Like, he has a really strong matchup there. The only move that hits him neutral is Payback. And because we just picked up the TM for Will-O-Wisp, we can pretty freely bring him in on a ground move, shut the thing down with Will-O-Wisp, chug away with Stab Flamethrower when it's safe, and roost off any damage that we take. Heck, we might even give him the leftovers. Did I leave the Miracle Seed somewhere? I think I put that back in my bag. So, Air Balloon, we do need to remember, is a one-use item. We can't just squander it. Luckily, we're going to use it to make it impossible for one of his Pokemon to hit us. And we have a... Oh, I should probably change views to show off the desk duck. Look at him. He's so sparkly. You know, my sister gave him to me as a gift. She did say at one point that she was planning to give me a bunch of little hats for him and stuff. But I think she may have forgotten, because he is still hatless. It's okay. I don't think he needs the hats, really. He's rocking a more minimalistic look. So yeah, Air Balloon, like the Focus Sash, is a single-use item. I plan to use it to make it completely impossible for Flygon to touch one of my Pokemon. And I might go ahead and put Scald on my Azumarill to deal with that. To deal with Hapu probably switching when I do that. Whiter, blah blah blah. Alright, where's that Miracle Seed? There you go. So we've got those guys, and I would kind of like something in the last slot just to cover our bases. And honestly, Roderica seems like a natural choice. The reason I'm currently using Muriel over Roderica is because he's more physically defensive. Actually, is he even more... Is he more physically defensive? He's not. Like, he's just straight up not. I mean, technically he has 7 more hit points. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was dumb to use Muriel instead of Roderica. Give her back the big root. That just gives us something that can easily take hits from just about anything on her team and fire back with something supportive like Leech Seed or Toxic. Now, how to round this off? Because personally, I think a sacrificial Pokemon might be would be the obvious choice. I am kind of considering Zarias, but at the same time, being able to glare for fully accurate paralysis that can hit ground types could potentially be really useful into the Elite Four. However, you don't get Leech Seed. Oh, wait, you do through Move Reminder. So yeah, it's a bit of an awkward thing, because while Superior is designed to be something of a speedy defensive Pokemon, which is just the most awkward role you could try and slot yourself into. Meganium is just purely defensive and has a lot more bulk as a result, but doesn't have quite as strong moves to throw around on her own. What does that nature do? Plus special attack, but you still have less special attack than you have attack, despite it being the same base stat, which means an absolute dumpster fire of an IV. See, I'm also kind of tempted to bring out Hugh. You know what? I will bring Hugh. Hugh allows us to send him in on something that he can easily take, and then after he's shrugged off the damage from the move that he switched in on, he baits an Earthquake, which gives us a free switch into something else. Yeah, Hugh will be good for pivoting. I mean, technically we could use Rykard for the same thing, but Hugh can pivot into a couple of Pokemon that Rykard can't. Yeah. I think this is a pretty solid team for it, honestly. I don't think there's too much complexity here. We got Ghostium Z Electo to just wreck Golurk right off the bat. Air Balloon Alexander to completely neutralize the Flygon, which only has ground and dragon coverage. Big Root Roderica, generally just a solid bulky pivot. Miracle Seed Bach, we'll want to teach him Grass Knot since that's more effective on the on a potential Stoutland fight. Agil should pretty easily be able to take on Stoutland. We just want to give him Will-O-Wisp to make sure he can help shut that down. And Hugh is useful for pivoting. Okay, we want to distribute a few moves, but I think we've got the team that we're going to go for. So, let's see. Where is Grass Knot? There you go, Bach. Place Energy Ball there. Suppose Roderica might have a chance to set up Protect. I'm not really going to be Toxicking in this fight. I just want burns. I don't want to throw out Toxics on the risk that she switches in that Stoutland, because I'd much rather have it properly nerfed by Will-O-Wisp. Alex, we're going to go ahead and give you Scald. And we will teach Agil Will-O-Wisp. Hang on, what's Agil's hidden power type? Bug. Okay, that doesn't do much. Might actually go ahead and teach him Solar Beam as well. So there's a chance we could use that to save some time on the fight, though I don't actually... Now that I think about it, it's just not going to do more than flamethrower over 2 turns. So you know what, Agil, you get Protect to maximize your leftovers recovery. Yeah, 240 base power from super effective solar beam is less than what is like 135 base power twice from 2 turns of flamethrower. Okay, let's double check everyone. And then we should be ready. Obviously, we'll want to level them all up to 54. Ghosty MZ with Shadow Ball. Gave you Protect and Will-O-Wisp as well, just to play it safe. You have Scald, Protect, and Air Balloon. Giga Drain and Grass Knot. Protect isn't really that important here, but it's there in case you happen to be in front of Stoutland and it decides to use its Z move. Big Root, Leech Seed, Reflect for some support, Protect and Synthesis for extra recovery, Roost, Will-O-Wisp, and Protect on Agil with leftovers. Stealth Rock, Protect, again for scouting Z moves. Scald is the main thing here. Alright, that should do the trick. Sad thing is, this would be so much... Oh, I'm going to save real quick and then double check all of their EVs, make sure they're all allocated. Max speed, max HP. Speed and special attack. Max HP with some hefty defense. Max speed and special attack with some HP. Max HP with some defense and special defense. And some attack. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's switch off the incredibly peaceful Orden Village theme onto something with a little bit more intensity. sure everyone's all healed up. And let's do this. Alright, I'm leading the right Pokemon. Correct. It's level 54. Doing one final check. Yep. I think this should be it. I love the Exegutors. Honestly, Alolan Executor is probably my favorite Alolan form. And there are some good ones, honestly. I really like Alolan Sandshrew as well. The ice types that they made were pretty cool. Anyway, Z-Power Shadow Ball. Oh, the little scowl from Electo. Is she always scowling like that? Or is it just when she's attacking? Nope, she's not always scowling like that. That's adorable. Oh, I love Chandelure so much. Okay, we got in Mudsdale. Probably just gonna go... She's probably gonna go for her Z move here. Because it's a guaranteed one-shot. Of course, Earthquake is probably also a guaranteed one-shot, but nope, she went for the Z move anyway. Which means we got in completely free. We nerf it with a Will-O-Wisp, and now we can start whittling it down. This is gonna take a minute. Oh. Okay, so the question becomes, can we connect with a second Will-O-Wisp in a row? We can. It's, I think, 85% accurate. Yeah. So we did get kind of lucky there, because both of those paybacks would have been at double power had that not happened, but either way, we're in a pretty good spot. So I think those paybacks were both at double power. I'm actually going to check the deets on payback. If the user moves after the target, so it has nothing to do with whether we hit them or not. It's just a way of punishing faster Pokemon. Okay, so first we're gonna Roost. Get some health back. I'm just trying to have Agila at as high health as I possibly can at the end of this matchup. because he is pretty helpful for pivoting. Like, I'm glad that we've managed to keep one flying type alive. Oh, of course you go for a hyper potion. That's okay, that just means more leftovers recovery for me. Your stamina ability isn't doing anything. Now, if it had been a full restore, then we would have been at the mercy of potential Will-O-Wisp misses again. But I don't actually think she has that many paybacks left. Come to think of it. Yeah, only 10 power. Only 10 uses. I wasn't counting, but she can't have had many left. Okay, there's the Gastrodon. Should be going for Muddy Water. Which could wind up being annoying. You know, we do have to deal with potential accuracy drops, but we have two Pokemon that can both switch into this so many times, and all we need is for Bach to get off one Giga Drain. Oh, we dodged the accuracy drop. Nice. Thank you for that. And now the Flygon. Alright, time to send in a Pokemon that you literally can't damage. Got the Groundium Z Crystal. Facing a different sort of final trial. That went well. Far safer and easier than the fairy type trial. And now all of our Pokemon that we used for the fairy type trial are out of jail. Now, one important thing to be aware of is that I really don't know all of the challenges that we will face going up Mount Lanakila. Like, there might be a random rival battle against, like, Gladion or something. I just don't know. Yep, there is. There literally is. I probably scrolled through that at some point, which is why I guessed right. Okay. So Gladion will be there with his usual team, but his Silvally holds a memory that makes it a type that has an advantage against our starter, which, for those who don't remember, because it was a long time ago, our starter was Poplio, because we wanted to encounter more grass moves in the early game. Because those were what we were prepared to deal with. That said, Crobat shouldn't be an issue. We can just wall it with a good steel type. Zoroark holds a Z crystal. We'll probably want to do a fair amount of scouting, and of course, I still kind of struggle with dark types. But I think we have a pretty solid answer into it, so let's see, real quick. We're gonna want Rykard, probably with Rockium Z and Stone Edge. And I think to deal with the Zoroark, Edgar might be a good idea. Because Edgar is pretty chonky, resists 2 of Zoroark's moves, and can carry a berry to nerf the damage of Hyper Voice. Admittedly, any of our firefighting types would probably be able to pull that one off. It's just a matter of who has the best matchup into it, and I think it's gonna be Edgar. Silvally Grass, so that's Dark, Normal, Bug, and Grass. Honestly, we might want 2 of our... You know what? I don't think we'll even do a Z Crystal on Rykard. He can just go in there with Gyro Ball and shut down the Crobat pretty dang easily. I mean, we could also do something similar with D if we want. Both of these are valid options. Now, Lucario would be dangerous if I didn't have a Pokemon that resists or is immune to his entire moveset and hits him super effectively with a stab move. But hi there, Electo. Who has the Expert Belt? Can I just take it off of something? Ah, it's you. So yeah, Lucario is easy. I'm thinking we bring Edgar, and we'll bring Radagon with his fighting type Z move to take down the Silvally. Then we just kind of need a way to get him in safely, which shouldn't be any trouble for D. Jeez, D is honestly carrying this run so hard, like it's insane. Just pure Steel type with extra bulk from a Violate. And a nice slow pivoting option in Volt Switch. Just, oh, he's so good. You know what? It's the strategy that makes the most sense. We are bringing all 3 of our firefighting types along for this matchup. Even in the worst case scenario, we should still have at least one of them afterwards. And in reality, we should probably still have all 3 of them. Yeah, this makes sense to me. Really shouldn't be too crazy difficult. Just want to give out some items and so on. Let's see. There you are. Give Edgar a chillin' berry. Give Shabriri a chillin' berry. Honestly, that should be enough. Where are my rare candies? Let's go ahead, get everyone up to 55. Hang on, I just want to double check something. Okay, it's a 57 level cap, so I probably should have actually called it at 54 for that, because we still have to get through all of Victory Road, and I don't want to be playing with that boundary. Okay, up next. I looked through the trainer documents. I don't think we have a fight with Hal until the champion fight. Oh, I almost forgot to actually give Reichert a good move to use against Crobat. Where's Euroball? Okay, we'll go ahead and give Reichert Euroball. Make sure everyone who needs it has Protect. And I am going to do one last double check to make sure I've given all of these guys EV spreads. Okay, you should be good. You're good. You're good. Yep, all of those should be good. Technically, Shabriri doesn't have max EVs, but he's close enough. I just never allocated the last 6. So did you just lose to the Elite Four, or did you just come down that elevator for dramatic effect? Okay, first things first. I really thought that would be a 2-shot given how much faster Crobat is, but I gotta remember that Riker does not hit very hard. He's very bulky, but he does not hit especially hard. This is probably the real Lucario, yep. I mean, he just pulled out Crobat, but, like, it will die if it switches back in. Anyway. Yeah, that's not Crobat. That is definitely not Crobat. He should be going for Night Days. Oh! I kind of forgot that he had a Z Crystal, and I absolutely should have switched out here. Because this will do a quarter damage because it's being protected against, but that's still a lot of damage. Oh yeah, I definitely should have swapped out there. Okay, if we can just connect through that accuracy drop with superpower, should be good. We are risking a crit here, but we do have backups. Oh, and we have our Chillin' Berry, and he decided to go for Hyper Voice. Thank you. Oh, yes. Alright. That was a little bit risky there. A critical hit from Night Days would have killed Edgar. There goes the real Crobat. And here's Silvally. Okay, we're going to pivot through I think through D. I was going to say Electo, but if he decides to go for a surprise random move, Electo would probably get killed. But D can take anything this guy is throwing out. And give us a nice free switch in with a slow Volt Switch. And now Radagon can clean up shop. Oh my gosh. How the heck is he faster than us? Got like 95 base speed. Well, come to think of it, what base speed does Infernape have? Yeah, 108. We should have been faster there. Come on. Oh, that minus speed nature. I'm guessing he's probably jolly or something. There's nothing more to say than humph. Oh, he actually smiled. And we got... Why was that a gift from Lily? Alright, let's look a little bit ahead at Victory Road. Also, we're going to change up the music. There's only one song to listen to while we're going through Victory Road. So we need to be aware of both trainers and items that we need to hunt for. For example, okay, first opponent that we're going to go up against is a hiker with a Gigalith. Shouldn't be too difficult because he doesn't have ground coverage. It's an ace trainer. Anything that matches up well into both of those and carries bug coverage. I wonder, do we have anyone that can actually learn Signal Beam from the Move Tutor and, like, use it moderately well? Blastoise can learn Signal Beam? Why? Like, that winds up being our best option, then I'll be grateful for it, but, like, why? What was the thought process behind giving Blastoise Signal Beam? Kingdra can learn it too. Why are all of these random arbitrary water types getting Signal Beam? It makes no sense. At least Gardevoir somewhat makes sense. She's psychic, and psychic types tend to get access to a bunch of beam-style things. I think the obvious answer into Malamar is probably a Azumarill, but I would still be taking full damage from Psycho Cut, and taking full damage from a stab probably isn't the best thing we could be doing with our lives. Walrein gets it. Again, another pretty random water type. Uniclus and Scolipede both get it, but Scolipede has X-Scissor if I need that. If I need bug coverage on him. Clang gets it, but it's not good there. You know, I just realized... Yeah, Radagon would be pretty good with that. We could teach Radagon a rock-type coverage move to deal with the Scyther. Except the Scyther probably has max stats. Okay, one thing at a time. Bring a rock type because we have a bug flying type. That will bait out a fighting type move. Which will give us a free switch into Electo. Electo will bait out a dark type move. That would give us a free switch into a fighting type. A fighting type would bait out Psycho Cut, which would give us a free switch into a dark type, who could then U-turn out and Yeah, that works. Because Greninja should definitely outspeed a... Yeah, so those three are a chain of immunities that I can constantly pivot between to get bug type, to get U-turn chip with Latena. Okay, so that's one fight. That Shiinotic... I mean, we have poison coverage. And Clefable can be dealt with the same way. Except we'll give a Poison Z crystal to bypass potential worrying evasion boosts. Veteran Alonsa with a Lickitung. Honestly, fighting type Z move is probably the play there. For the Lickitung anyway. The Goodra. Water, Grass, and Dragon. See, I wish I knew what ability it had. Hang on. Really? I am just trying to find out... Dang it. The ability on this thing is random. If that thing had Sap Sipper guaranteed... Actually, isn't Sap Sipper not even a standard ability? It's like a hidden ability, isn't it? No, it's one of the standard abilities. Okay, who does well against Water, Grass, and Dragon? I guess as far as who does well against Water and Grass, that would be any of our Grass types. Which might make Roderica a prime candidate. She can easily take Outrage from that thing. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Oh, and we're showing Umbreon. Let's bring the little dude out. How's it been going? Obviously, if I had a real Umbreon, this would not be how he sits, because real Umbreon is like 3 feet long. Much too large to ride on my shoulder, sadly. Let's definitely bag that air balloon before we accidentally just use it. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and give Latena a Buginium Z. Going to hand out some type resist berries. And we're going to meddle with movesets. So we need, first of all, we need U-turn on Latena. We're gonna want Sludge Bomb on Dielos. I think that might be all we need for now. You have Smackdown, so you can definitely take on the Scyther. You should be fine. You should be fine. You should be fine. Yeah, the rest should all be alright as is. We'll put Toxic back on Roderica. In general, we're gonna want that on her, because she'll be able to shut down a lot of things with her phenomenal recovery, and that's her best source of damage. Otherwise, it's just Leech Seed. Also, yeah, we should go ahead and give rare candies to those of the party who are underleveled. I should really be using repels. So yeah, this guy is definitely unskippable. He has a Scyther and a Malamar, probably with their preferred movesets. Luckily, we still have a bit of an edge. Also, he does just seem to be choosing moves at random, which is worrisome because he has X-Scissor, which should always do the most damage. Luckily, Electo has a Colbur Berry, so even if he's insane and decides to go for Night Slash when Superpower would be stronger, we should be able to survive it. Yep. Alright, a fresh plan. As he does seem to be going for just completely random moves. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. He does have Superpower, and he probably has Contrary to use it as a setup move, but I don't know if he knows that, and he doesn't seem to be going for it. If he started setting up with that, it could get scary. Luckily, with our recovery, we should still be... With our recovery and our bulk, we should still be fine. So now we've got Toxic Poison to deal damage, we've got Leech Seed to restore health, we've got Protect to stall and gain extra from both of those. All told, it should only take a few more turns. There goes the battle. That's worrisome, though, because if these trainers are just going for completely random moves, this is actually going to be really dangerous. Hold up. There's Pasho. Welcome back, B. I am going to kind of seek out trainers rather than just letting the fights happen. Or only doing the optional ones, simply because I think it's a whole lot safer than... if I know that I can win the fight, it's a whole lot safer to just take care of it. So I'm pretty sure that I have to get past that veteran down there. Yeah, to get TM 84, which is... Poison Jab. I definitely want that. Okay. Wind up leading with Shabriri. We'll want Roderica and Dialos ready too. So Roderica should be fine as is, but we are going to give her back all of her Protect PP. And we kind of want Dazzling Gleam on Dialos. I'm surprised that Roderica can't learn Dazzling Gleam. What all is Lickitung carrying? Power Whip, Rollout, and Chip Away. Honestly? Therium Z. Where is that Chillenberry? Yeah, these guys are just choosing moves at random, and I'm an idiot, because I forgot that Sap Sipper would activate from Leech Seed. It's okay, we still have Toxic. It's just that now all of its moves are powered up. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, I definitely should have thought of the risk of... I should have thought of the risk of it having Sap Sipper before going for that. That was just dumb on my part. Now, it is still locked into Outrage. It should be. See, I feel like there are some weird interactions going on here. Give me one sec. Okay, so it's not guaranteed to go for Outrage right here. What the heck? I set it to loop that song. There we go. I guess I had it set to loop the playlist, not the video. And it went for Aquatail. Okay. Should die to Toxic next turn. If she had just consistently gone for Outrage, that probably would have killed me. But if she had been consistent, then the battle would have made a whole lot more sense. Okay, we got Poison Jab. And the last trainer on this, in that section of the cave, has a Relicanth. Which to me says to lead our fast grass type, give it a Z crystal, and profit. So I am just going to go ahead and fight this guy. guess there was really no point in that. I should have known that. I mean, I have the list of items right here. Okay. We've got a string of black belts. Really? Okay, that's fun. At the very least, they're all relatively slow, except for the ones that the last guy has. So I should probably be able to just bring out Gardevoir and go crazy with psychic moves. I'm kind of trying to save Hyetta where possible because she's just got such good stats that she feels, and she's got a great nature, good move pool, all that. It feels like she's a good one to try and deliberately save for the Elite Four. Of course, after saying that, I am probably just going to wind up using the ones that I am probably just going to wind up using the ones that are my favorites. Did I move Expert Belt somewhere, or is it just in the bag? I think it's in the bag. Do I have all of the Z crystals now other than Ice, which is somewhere here in Mount Lanakila? I should double check that. Okay, got that. Okay, let's fiddle with some moves. Oh, bye, B. Later. I haven't disconnected, have I? Okay, no. Wait, it's a double battle? I did not realize this. Okay, so there's only one Pokemon left. Okay, let's see. That should be fine. As long as we have Protect on Melemele. Okay, should be good. So the plan, these guys will have a Crabominable and a Hawlucha out at the start. The Hawlucha has a second the person with the Hawlucha has a second Pokemon. The person with the Crabominable doesn't. Which means so the Hawlucha's only only move that's effective against Gardevoir is Sky Attack, which takes a turn to charge up. If it weren't for that, we'd actually be in pretty big trouble here. But as it is, we're just going to Protect with Melemele on the first turn. and use our Psychic type Z move on Crabominable to turn this into a 2v1. I think that's the first time we've used a Psychic Z move in this run. Okay, and now it's a much nicer 2v1 with Shadow Sneak against Hawlucha and Draining Kiss against it as well. If it somehow survives this, we'll just finish it off with Shadow Sneak next turn. But based on what it just took from just the Shadow Sneak, it won't survive. Yeah. And now, Pangaro's out, which can't really do too much to Gardevoir, even though it can hit its weaker defense. Gardevoir is at full. We will protect on the Pokemon that it can hit effectively, and Gardevoir should outspeed, but I want to play it safe, you know? Okay, it did. Pangaro is honestly a really cool Pokemon. I do really like that one. Okay, what's up next? Past that, we enter the crater. Are we going to have to fight the Necrozma in there? A level 65 Necrozma would have what exactly? Just rock coverage. Hang on a sec. Mount Lanakila. I mean, we can run from it, so if we wind up being forced into a battle with it, we will just pull out a Pokemon toy. Alright, so that one shouldn't actually be an issue, if that's what we encounter when we go in here. If this is actually the cave, then we're going to encounter a collector with a Florges, which will probably want a different Pokemon for. So let's figure out our team for the next chunk of battles. Okay, so Florges, really easy decision here. We're just going to bring in a poison and grass type that it can't touch, who will absolutely wreck it. Later battles. Oh my, we've got a veteran. Okay, so the Pyroar cannot physically touch. Okay, I think this is actually all pretty doable, because the Pyroar can't physically touch Electo, so she'll be fine to take care of that. That'll probably prompt him to switch in Claydol or Milotic, both of which we have answers into. I think the obvious choice for dealing with the Milotic is Godric with Toxic and Leftovers. Who has Leftovers right now? You do. Claydol has Psychic and Ground coverage. We don't really have anything that does well into both of those. But we could definitely stall those out. With these two. We might even just go ahead and teach Agil Solar Beam to shut that thing down faster. And as backup, we can just bring in a Pokemon that doesn't really care about either move. There's an Emolga. Yeah, we'll probably worry about prepping for that after the veteran fight. That's completely shut down by Rykard, so it shouldn't be a real issue. Or Trisha, even. Yeah, I think those guys should be good for the first couple of trainers in there. Do we need to put anything on Godric, or does he already have everything he needs? He has Toxic and Protect. I suppose we could give him Grass Knot. That would give him a way of directly damaging the Milotic, instead of just having to wait for it. Instead of just having to wait for Toxic to do the job. Diallos needs Sludge Bomb back. Hi, Necrozma. How's it going? Honestly, Necrozma looks like he's having a rough day, but I think it's best if I don't get involved. Wait, I think that's a backpacker, not a collector. Yep, that's the one with the emulja. Really? No item right there? That's a veteran. Where's the collector? That's who I'm prepped for right now. Oh, we got an item. We got Ice Beam. That's very nice to have, finally. Thank you for giving us ice coverage at the very end of the game. Oh, this is a collector. Let's see what Acid Downpour looks like. What area is this? So ICMZ was back in that cave. There's a backpacker here. Do I know this backpacker? It's a PP max. Maybe that'll tell me where the heck I am. Oh, this is the dude with the Gigalith. I'll probably just skip him. He seems to be pretty thoroughly facing the opposite direction. I don't want to make this awkward. Also, I don't really have... Well, Godric could totally take him. But, I'll leave him alone for now. Okay, there's a veteran coming up. Veteran Ella has to be that chick that we passed before. This one. I really thought she would switch out. I'm going to click Shadow Ball a couple of times. If she figures out that she should switch, then... Okay, she's not figuring it out. One more time. Okay, definitely not going to switch. So this is going to take a minute because I didn't actually give Electo anything that would be effective against this thing. Except I just... Wow, that's a lot of damage. Oh, now you switch. Sure, why not? We'll protect to waste a Hydro Pump PP and maybe see if she's just picking moves at random. Okay, so far she seems to be deliberately choosing moves. Which is what we want, you know, that's good. That makes the AI possible to predict. Now her moves are doing pretty similar damage, and I imagine she is just picking at random. But it's not really a big deal. Wonder what Empoleon's hidden ability is. Hang on, I'm curious. Oh right, it's Defiant. I really feel like Pressure would have worked well on Empoleon. Would have been fitting too. Gil should switch in completely free. Nope, never mind. She is kind of just picking random moves. I am counting the number of extrasensories. And that makes 5. Just want to double check how many PP that has. 20. Okay, it's gonna take us a minute here. 6. The thing is, I'm not sure either of these will actually one-shot this thing, so I want to play it smart. 7. You know what? I'm going to test it. We'll take an Earth Power, but that shouldn't be enough to one-shot us. It might have with a crit, but even then, at least with that damage roll, it wouldn't have. I really wish I could have afforded a Bloom Doom with Charizard, but a crit definitely would have, a crit extrasensory definitely would have killed, and I didn't want to deal with losing our only ground immunity. Anyway, back to Electo. Oh, there you are. Okay, now to work out our team for the second half of that floor. So we have that Emolga that we need to fight. We have Ace Trainer Jada, who has a Vanillix and a Mismagius. However, the Mismagius has a pretty garbage moveset with Psywave and Astonish. So, if we keep Latenna around, she can deal with that no problem. And the Vanillix has... The Vanillix is pure Ice-type coverage, but it does have Mirror Coat, so whatever we do to deal with it, we're going to want to avoid special attacks, which either means physical Fire-type or Godric with Toxic. I think I'll go for physical Fire-type, just to make things more interesting. Does anyone have a Fiery MZ? You do. That Emolga should be pretty much free. Oh, you know what? It's got pure electric type moves in its moveset, so we don't even need to bring something that resists flying. We can just send in anything that takes any of our ground types. Oh, I think we'll do Muriel. Dude has plenty of XP to give. That Vikavolt we will probably want... For that one, we're going to want Rykard. And Fortress, we need to keep Electo around. And we'll probably do another pit stop before coming back for the last veteran in that cave. That makes the most sense to me. Actually, come to think of it, Vikavolt isn't especially fast. I shouldn't even... Well, except I kind of want to not use... I kind of want to save some XP for Electo to do some fine-tuning at the end. Hey there again, Necrozma. I love how they apparently set up an entire Pokemon League, and there was a legendary Pokemon just chilling in a crater there, looking very depressed. And they were like, you know what, we're not going to bother it. No one here is like a trainer or anything. We definitely don't want to catch it. Why ever would we do that? Really? You're going to insist on encoring me into Leech Seed forever? Where are my Lepa berries? Alright. That Ace Trainer up there has a Vanillux. Alright, let's use Black Hole Eclipse. I think we've done this once before. Thank you for the Hydrate Bee. Okay, now we are actually going to backtrack a little bit. Oh my gosh, that's a double battle. Okay, we will need to redo our plans for that. But first we're going to backtrack so that we can get the ICMZ crystal. I love how just no one shows up to teach us that. Honestly, now I want to do fly or ice only Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon even more, just so that I can be the ice type master of the region. But I don't know if I can actually pull it off as a Nuzlocke. It would require at least a little bit of cheating. Anyway. Oh, I did not mean to open Discord back up. Oh my, that's very worrying. Because it's pretty tricky to... Well, if you look up ahead there, I guess you can't quite see it. Those two are tossing their Pokeballs in sync. Which means to get past them is a double battle. And I would struggle. I would be worried against either of their teams, let alone both of their teams together. Which means it's going to take some pretty precise planning. So they are going to open up with a Vikavolt, who is fully offensive, and a Glalie, which means they've already got Bolt Beam coverage. Now what makes sense to me then is to lead with something that they should both try to target, or something that doesn't care about either of them. So we could definitely take that Vikavolt, for example, with any of our fire types, really. Yeah, I suppose our fire fighting types are probably gonna be our best bet into that one. I just wish that any of them knew Heat Wave. Yeah, Radagon seems like a logical choice into this. So our fire fighting types don't get hit super effectively by anything he does. Who has the Fire Z again? So our firefighting types should be able to outspeed the Vikavolt and take it down in a single shot with their powerful fire moves. Yeah, actually, with that in mind, if we want to outspeed the Vikavolt, we should lead with Shabriri. Okay, yeah, his Vikavolt is uninvested. So I think our best bet is to lead these two. Hang on, can any of our main Pokemon learn Light Screen? Any of our Pokemon that match up well here? light screen. Delphox can, but I'd need her carrying something to save her from the Glalie from the Glalie using Dark Pulse. Because the thing is, as soon as the Fortress comes out, we need to be able to kill it through Sturdy. What's his Glalie look like? Oh, what's the name of the veteran? Brion. Of course, it's max speed modest. Max speed, max special modest. Of course. I mean, it still shouldn't be anywhere near as fast as our max speed fire type. Now, I still think the smart move is to lead with these two. I'd like it if we could afford to lead with Hyetta to get off a light screen. Give us some protection against that Glalie, but it's still just going to fire off Dark Pulse into her. And I don't want to bank that hard on Hyetta's special bulk. What are your IVs? Yeah, her speed IV is 1, which sucks. But even then, she'd still probably outspeed the Glalie, because its base speed is 80... Wait, what? Oh, right. For a second there, I was looking at Mega Glalie. As opposed to her 104. Yeah, we'll lead with those two. One of them can fire Z-move to take out the Vikavolt, while the other one protects. And then the other one can... And then they can both target into... You know what? No, I really think Hyetta is the right play here. I think that's what makes the most sense. Light screen on Hyetta to protect from the... from the Glalie. Fire Z-move from Radagon to take out the Vikavolt. And then they double down into... Yeah. It's risky. There's some risk involved, and we still have to figure out what we're doing for the rest of the team. Once we've taken care of the Fortress, there's the Glalie, Bisharp, and Tyranitar. And unfortunately, we have already committed 2 of our fighting types to that, but it looks like we're going to wind up committing even more. Yeah, that Tyranitar is packing Earthquake, Crunch, and Stone Edge. Ugh. I think we might want to keep Muriel around for that, to be honest. Because Muriel resists most of what that thing can do. And I think we'll probably want Charizard in there for pivoting purposes. Yeah, this looks dumb, but I actually think this team does a pretty good job of meeting everything that team has. We can go ahead and get everyone to level 56 because, well, this is the second to last fight in this entire area, which is the last area before the Elite Four. Okay. We're going to want a lot of Protect on this team. Oh, I did not mean to do that, actually. Ah, well, it's probably what I would have wound up doing anyway. Protect is very useful in doubles, because if your opponent happens to double target into it, it gives you a pretty huge advantage. Alright, let's take a look at what our team is packing. We got Firium Z on Infernape to take out the Vikavolt. We're going to want to change Hyetta's item. Where's Chople? Or not Chople. Colbert, that's it. this one... Okay, I think this is a pretty reasonable setup, all things considered. Hayata has a Culver Berry to help her take the hit from the Glalie better, at which point she should be able to set up... At which point she should hopefully have set up Light Screen. Which will nerf all of its hits. We've got our backline stacked with our remaining fighting types to deal with Bisharp and Tyranitar. Except, you know what? There is one more thing I want to do. You are going to have a berry. You're going to have a Koba Berry. That makes you slightly better suited for dealing with the Bisharp. Let's make sure we have all of the coverage we want. I might actually go ahead and drop Focus Blast for U-turn. It'll do less damage, but Focus Blast misses all the time. Oh, later, Rafkin. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's 70% accurate. It is exclusively a Z-move only thing. Come to think of it, what are this guy's other EVs? Tyranitar has max attack and special defense. Bisharp has max attack and speed. You have Light Screen, Protect, and Mystic Fire. You have Brick Break and Protect. You have almost nothing, actually. I should probably give you Will-O-Wisp in place of Solar Beam. I'm not under any illusions that we're likely to make it out of this completely deathless. There is a pretty reasonable chance that we could lose a Pokemon in this. Maybe even a couple. But at the same time, 3 of the Pokemon on our team share the same type combo, which is part of it. We can afford to lose a couple of them. Oh, I should finish double checking the movesets. Protect and Earthquake and Synthesis. Protect, Superpower, Heat Crash, Head Smash. Yeah, all of those should be fine. Alright, this is a serious fight here. Inferno Overdrive into Vikavolt. Let's double check. Inferno Overdrive into Vikavolt. Hyetta, use Light Screen. Okay, good. Hyetta is the fastest thing on the field. That's what I expected, but I wanted to be sure. I wish we got an Assault Vest in this game, but that's post-game stuff. I see, you're going for the old-fashioned random move selection strat. Interesting. Well, that doesn't make this annoying at all. Double target into Fortress to make this a 2-on-1. And that's why we double targeted, because, yeah, he was definitely going to have Sturdy. And it has Explosion, so we absolutely needed to take it out in a single turn. Gonna U-turn the Glalie, Mystical Fire the Glalie. Okay. See, now this is a tricky call to make. Because he does seem to be going for just random move selection, which makes this dangerous. Which to me says that I should just try and kill him fast with close combat. And Hyetta can survive by using Protect. Hopefully he tries to crunch or Stone Edge into Hyetta, as opposed to going for Earthquake to hit both of us. Or he just dies. That works too. I'll take it. And now we are going to switch both of our Pokemon out because they have both taken a few hits. And I would just really like to not see anyone die now that we're on to the last Pokemon of this match. So switch in Edgar for Hyetta because he can take a Night Slash. Switch in Shabriri for Radagon because he can take an Aerial Ace. There we go. And hopefully Shabriri outspeeds. But even if he doesn't, he does have a Berry to reduce the damage of Aerial Ace, which is the only threatening move. And we'll just have Edgar use Protect. Alright, we made it through that with no casualties. We've reached the midpoint, no trainers here, and the How fight has been removed. There is a weird weather team on a veteran, but I'm guessing that's an optional fight because we do it to get the life orb. Which means we probably will try it, because I kind of want access to the life orb. It's a pretty freaking amazing item. Especially since we no longer have choice specs. But, yeah. Also, we have finally reached this Pokemon Center with the move reminder. Which might just be where we call it. We have that one last trainer and we have the Elite Four. Oh wait, Veteran Aristo has level 65 Pokemon. Why do I get the feeling that's a post-game thing? Well, that's annoying. I'm going to fiddle around with the team lineup real quick. You know, if we were just looking to put together our most balanced team, this might be it. So that's Ice and Ground, Fire and Ghost, Grass and Poison, Pure Steel, Water and Dragon, Fairy and Psychic. It's a lot to have with none of them doubling up on types. Anyway, we are going to do something real quick. Borealis, it is time for you to remember Ancient Power. Because Ancient Power is the move that he has to know in order to finally fully evolve. Which means, before we wrap up, we can slip in one last evolution. I am going to double check real quick whether there's any reason not to evolve him right away, but I'm almost certain there isn't. Because I'm pretty sure he still has the same moveset after evolving. Yep. Mamoswine, same moveset before and after evolution, and there weren't any more moves that we wanted. Oh, wait. we don't really have a reason to learn Amnesia. Yeah, there's really no point to that. Borealis, it's time. I have been keeping you fairly safe for the entire run, because you would eventually become this. So, there are certain Pokemon that I really want to take with us into the Elite Four, but I am going to choose a team based on who is best suited to it. If we were going strictly based on who I want to take, there's a part of me that actually kind of wants to take Padilla over Selen, but then again, now that we don't have access to now that we probably don't have access to Life Orb, because that's probably a post-game thing. Okay, I'm going to save real quick and then talk to this guy. If this guy forces me into an immediate battle, I am going to reload the save, but I'm pretty sure he will only battle me after the Elite Four. That's what I would guess. Melemele. So hang on. Route 8, Ula Meadow, and Pony Plains. I'm pretty sure Pony Plains is a post-game area anyway. I'll double check, but... yeah, Pony Plains is post-game. What does he mean by skilled trainers anyway? Okay. So it's strictly just the trainers who you have to beat everyone else in the area to battle. So let's take a quick look. I want to see if there are any Z crystals that we're missing. I think nope, we have all of them. Look at them all showing up there on the title screen. Yeah. Alright, we'll go back to the chill music now that we are out of Victory Road. This is where we're going to wrap up for the day. Because I would like to do more planning before tackling the Elite Four. And I'm sure we'll do some of that at the start of the next stream, but... yeah, I I think this is a good place to call it. We've got a Pokemon League to plan for, and I should probably take some time to do just that before just diving straight in. So we'll have to conquer... Let's see, the fighting type match was replaced. We will need to conquer... the Steel type trainer, Rock type trainer, Ghost, and Flying. Which means we'll need to plan our team around doing that, and we'll need to make sure it's sufficiently balanced to take on How at the end of the game. Which, another scary one, especially since he has a higher level cap. If nothing else, we'll be turning on experience share, and we'll edge our team close to level 58 before the start of the Elite Four. Oh, I'm just remembering. So, it's kind of funny. This won't be something that we see because the run will end once we've faced the Elite Four and How. But in this game, because you officially become the champion, anytime you rematch the Elite Four, you get a random opponent as your final challenger. Like, a challenger comes to face you, and one of them is just a random youngster who you battled back on Route 2, or Route 1. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Or something like that. Anyway. It's interesting. It's a peculiar take. I don't know if I'm entirely into it, but regardless, we'll figure out how we're tackling the Elite Four next time. I think that's a good time to wrap up. I'll see if there's anyone to raid. I keep forgetting to do that when I finish up early. Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't follow that many people who actually still stream. I mean, I've added a couple recently who are still actively streaming, so that's nice. Oh, we'll just wrap it up there. Thanks everyone for being here. This was a bit of a gauntlet. We had to clear all of Victory Road, and that is not an easy thing. But we even managed to do it deathless, so that's pretty nice. Meantime, I appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn.